Welcome back to Gray Squadron Gaming, where we have another exciting unboxing for you guys today. We've got the Galactic Empire starter set. We did the Rebel set live at Gen Con to get it out to you guys as quickly as possible, so that way one starter was open before we got back. I am back home just one day post Gen Con in the basement organizing stuff, and I was like, you know what, let's film this. Let's get this out to you guys. So here we are. First of all, art looks fantastic, right? We've seen the art for a while. Different languages, all of our components, we get all that. Toon Scout, Toon Storms, Vader himself looking in all his glory. There's also all the cards, minis, dice, movement tools, etc. There's the blurb on the back, and lastly the top, which is kind of a close-up zoomed in version of Vader with his ties in the background and another language. Because you guys love it so much, and definitely don't say anything about my trusty handy dandy X-Acto knife, we're gonna bring it, which is old, and I get a range of comments telling me I shouldn't open with that because it's too sharp, it's gonna hurt somebody, to it's too dull, don't use that. So he's my trusted one, and we're gonna use him every time. Okay. So here's a lot of stuff in this box, as you guys can imagine. The box is also very heavy. Okay, so first we got this, just lots of bases for all those minis. We've got tons and tons of card packs. All the different languages. Obviously, that's not the one I'm looking for. That's not the one I'm looking for. Let's keep digging. We'll find it. There we go. Compel, deflect. Once you can read the cards, you're either at the right pack or you're multilingual, and that's even better, which means you can use multiple packs. But I am not, so I need this pack. So let's look through the cards first. Let me open them up here. And you get enough cards to run everything in the box, obviously. You're not going to get more than 2 Stormtroopers if it's like the Rebel one. It is. So two Stormtroopers, 2 Scout Troopers, 2 Scout Strike Teams. Those are our unit cards. We're going to put those to the side. We're going to get T-21, T-21, two HH-12s, 2 Stormtrooper Squad cards, 2 of the DLT-19 Snipers, 2 of the Sonic Saboteurs, a Force Choke, an extra Stormtrooper, a Recon, a Strict Orders, O-Push, upgrade cards. We get the 1 pip Covert Ops, Galactic Empire, 2 pip Him Down, and 3 pip Coordinated Fire. Of course, we get some Vader. We get Implacable, New Ways to Motivate Them, Masters of the Force. Here are 3 Command Vader cards, if you will. We're going to get Ambush, Push, and Assault, all in the glorious new arts. It's full arts for these cards, which look great. Standing Orders. And then we get our battle cards. I didn't notice this in the Rebel unboxes, so hopefully you're watching this one too, but we got all of our green advantages, all of our red primary missions, as you can see as I'm scrolling through here, and of course all our secondaries. Now here's a cool little factoid about this. If we look on our red ones, on the red ones that have a Recon counterpart, if we flip them over, the maps have the other map, because obviously the maps are what's different about the Recon. So you have your red one in the front, and you have a Recon one in the back of the 3 maps, because the cards are the same. So they didn't give you the different green and orange or yellow secondary advantage. They just gave you the maps different, so when you're playing Recon, you have those cards too, which is great, because this core set is so good for jumping right into Recon with somebody. You don't have to download the cards. If you have the set, you have enough to start playing right away with your set. So those are cards. I'm gonna put them off to the side. Let's keep digging. What else we got here? We've got our insert. A couple different languages, of course. So this has playing a starter game. It gives you this little thing. Recommends Darth Vader, Stormtrooper Squad, Stormtroopers. You know, I don't think I showed this off in the Rebel one either, so I apologize. Probably just thought it was the same one as the other one. The command cards you should bring, and the battle cards you should bring. Gives you a little blurb about the setup. Let you guys read that. Talks about everything you need. Gives you just kind of little starting instructions. And that's nice, you know, it just gives you a little bit of a starting instructions on there. I like that. Okay. Now we're gonna reach in here. You get this big. I'm gonna lay this box down for a second. Yeah, this is the one I showed you. I think I just assumed those were the language in his book, but we were on Gen Con. We're filming on the fly. Okay, there's our normal insert we usually get. We get our cardboard, which has the cardboard game board, different damage and suppressions. It is taped, so I'm going to take a second to get the tape off. I am glad to say the tape doesn't leave. I'll show you guys as I'm peeling it off. Actually, it doesn't leave any issues onto the cardboard. So if you're like, oh no, they cardboarded a token, like it's going to have like sticky residual that I'm not going to get off, and I don't want to get my tokens wet because then it might ruin the tokens. It doesn't. You're good. Interesting. We knew what these were from a few boxes ago and a few interviews ago. These are like the generic command tokens. All the starters have the generic. None of them have the, at least these two, I should say. The Rebel and the Empire one does not have Rebel and Empire. It has generic. So I found that interesting. We'll look at all the new tokens. They did change the look and colors of a lot of tokens. So there is a lot different in this thing. I'm just trying to get the rest of this tape off for you guys. I'm going to punch out this lovely mission board so you guys can see this for those who haven't watched the Rebel one. Here's the mission board, all punched out. It's a nice, decently good, chunky boy. It's actually quite thick. Okay, so on here you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppression 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Damage, these are the 1 damages. They all say 1. And 1 suppression, they don't have the number 1, but the suppression on the back have 2. There's more 1 suppressions as you'd imagine on the different cardboard. Like this one has more up here with the 2 on the back side. But we also have 3 damage over here with a 4 on the back. So there's 3s and 4s now too. And there's a couple more of those on the other sheet that has the tokens and POIs. You can see a few of them scattered around. These are the 3s with the 4s on the back. Mission tokens, tokens for the scoreboard, and then of course the POIs, which I like this art better than the one that was print and play, so I'm enjoying that. And we have the tokens themselves. So there's so many tokens you get. Your dodges, your aims, standbys, surges. I had to go look in the book. Granted, I know we've all had the book that showed the pictures of what the tokens look like, but how many has to look at them? Because I didn't. These now are the observation tokens, so they're not green. They look like the little eye that comes out of the doors at like Jabba's palace. Those are observation tokens. Here are smoke grenades. We have our shields, and these are incognito tokens, which also makes sense because when K2 came out, he was the only one, so we have K2's face, and then there was Wicket and others, so they changed that. Command token. I do really like the new poison token to the poison symbols. And we got our mobilize and ion as well. And everything else you'd expect. So these are also for the scoreboard. So those are our tokens. You get silhouettes, which I'm 99% correct in saying this. There was never an official silhouette besides the print and play or the rulebook one that had print even back in the FFG days. So it's nice to have silhouettes for people to have easily and at the correct size. So I think that's it besides the minis and the tools. Let's reach in here and get everything else out. Go to the minis last this time. You get 4 of each color dice, so 4 red, 4 black, 4 white for the offense, and then 4 white, 4 red for the defense dice. We get our movement templates. And yes, they are the newer ones. When I say newer, these aren't really new anymore, but the second version of them, the bigger, chunkier ones, not the skinny ones. The half range ruler, got a lot of questions on this about if it connects to a range 1 ruler. I took it out in the Rebel one, seeing if this one's the same. Yeah, it does not. So it's just a range half, it does not connect. So when you're setting up your board, you just gotta kind of just put it flat on there like that, and just as you're laying it out on the board, and that'd be a range 1.5. So that's the answer to the range tool and the new range half tool. Our dice, and lastly we have our minis, including that sweet new Vader sculpt. So and there's a lot of sprues in here, guys. It's good. It's a good value. Okay. So first up we have the locked 4 sprues worth of stormtroopers. They almost look like they're like rack mount. Look at that. It just looks really cool. As you can see, these are exactly the same sprue times 4. You can kind of see when I come at an angle that everything behind it is exactly the same. So I'm not gonna take them apart, so I can get back to Don so we can build and paint his army, because we all know I have Rebels and Republic, and Don does our Empire and CS. We both do different Chow collectives because when they came out, that was cool. We also have more sprues. We have some more Stormtrooper sprues. We have our lovely Scout Trooper sprues. We have 2 of these exact same ones here. And then the other 2 sprues for the Scout Troopers. Because this one is, you get 2 Scouts, 2 boxes worth of Scouts if you will, if you were to buy them separate, 2 boxes worth of Stormtroopers, and then of course Vader, which let's get Vader out, because he is the new one in this set, and he's the, that we haven't seen. Obviously everything in the set's a new mold, but we've got the Scouts and Storms early. So Vader's cape is actually like that on the sprue, so it's a little bit wider. It's all one piece, which is really nice. You got Vader's chest piece, Vader's back, his saber, helmet, looks really, really good. Leg pieces, yeah. He looks great. I like the new pose. Very Rogue One, standing at the edge of that as he canted blast off the hanger. Look to him. So this is the starter set for the Galactic Empire from Atomic Mass Games, of course. The retail on the set is $99, just under that $100 mark. A lot of places do offer discounts, so if the game store offers discounts or whatever, you can get even cheaper than that. But even at $99, this is an extremely good deal. Just 2 box Stormtroopers is $100 MSRP. So with this, if you just need a couple Stormtroopers, you're going to get more dice, more templates, more cards, more tokens, and of course you'll also get more units, because for the price of 2 Stormtroopers, you're getting 2 Stormtroopers, 2 Scout Troopers, and an Ultimator as well. Very good deal. A couple questions in the Rebel video I wanted to address real quick is yes, I do think you'll need more tokens than just this depending on your army. The Empire probably won't need this many dodges at the start. The Rebels could, because you have agile Rebel troopers. If you have Leia in there with take cover and such, you can burn through these fast. Obviously, Shadow Collectives with all their independent dodge pikes could burn through this too. So you're probably happy as a new player. If you're going to get 1 starter, that's fine. If you get 2 starter, I think you'll have good enough tokens there. That'd be one way to do it, because you get the minis and the tokens and the dice. You'll have 8 of each dice if you get a 2nd starter. You'll have double all your troopers, 4 Stormtroopers, 4 Scout Troopers, of course an extra Vader you can paint differently or do whatever with, and then you'll have a nice variety of extra tokens. If you don't want to go that route, you just want 1 starter and start building up. Lots of different ways. I can speak for most of the community. We all have just buckets and buckets of cardboard tokens that we don't need. So if you need that and you have friends in the local area, just ask for tokens. There's awesome third-party tokens like we use Curl Upon the channel, or the other packs coming out. The what is it? I think it's accessory pack. I don't have it on hand to confirm, but the ones that come with the tools outside of this, I know come with the other order tokens like this. I think it comes with regular tokens as well. But yeah, so that's that. And if you guys have any questions in this video, drop them down below. But yeah, this is going to be the Empire starter set. We will get it built and painted. You're going to see lots more videos coming on the channel here soon as we can get them all filmed. We're going to have things like starter versus starter set with the recommended starter list. It's showing how to build your characters. We'll have more videos in that Legion 101 series I launched, which the first one was all about map building and terrain. We'll do different 101s like list building. We'll start with just the starters and branch out from there. We'll have things like attacking sequence, how the attack and defense roll works, how suppression and action economy works. You name it. We're going to come out with a whole bunch of 101 series. We'll also do a recon match where it's going to be more of like a how to play, where we'll go over every single step for a new player watching the one recon to show them how to start playing the game. So we'll go over, what are your options, how to move, what the templates are, how they work, how the terms work, etc. So look for all that coming soon. But I want to thank you guys all for watching our unboxings, watching the channel, and subscribing. We really appreciate you and all your work you guys do. Big shout out to all of our Patreons. We really appreciate that. And we're one of the main reasons we can keep doing what we're doing is because of you guys' support. Big shout out to Atomic Mass Games for giving these at Gen Con. We really appreciate that, to get them out to show you guys what's in them. Special shout out to Will for doing our interviews and being such a cool dude, and a huge shout out to Ross as well for arranging everything for us. So thank you all for that. With that said, until next time, you guys have a good night. Bye.